Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, Mr. Slyclif. It's Friday the 15th of July, the end of another week. We've got new mods and we've got some updates. The Grimmer SE260 by Days, the Small Shed by Matesh Mods, the Case IH Puma Tier 4B by Blower, the Garage with Sliding Doors by 750 Ti Modding and R.Mihail LS, the map Brombach by TheFluorke. That does say it needs a new save game if you're going to update that. The map Majovsani by Puma 145 and the placeable storage silo by E.R. Shaba VSR Modding Sir have all had updates today. Mods then. In front of me we have got the mineral feed 50 litres. Obviously I've got more than 50 litres there, but this is 0.20 megabytes download. Each bag's one slot, doesn't matter, it's one slot anyway. £50, euros or dollars for 50 litres. This is by Jelonek. So if you don't want to buy an entire pallet, if you just need a little bit of mineral feed, you can buy individual bags and you'll find them under pallets right at the very end there. You can buy them. Weirdly, it will appear when you buy it, but the first one for some reason disappears under the floor. But you can go all up to 8 bags. And don't worry, it shows 7 there. When you do buy them, which is what I did, all 8 appeared, so you won't have to worry. So yeah, if you don't need as much and you just want to do individual bags, or you want to load them into the back of a pickup or something by hand, perfect. The mineral feed 50 litres by Jelonek. Next we have got this. This is the New Holland 6.1 metre header pack by Camelos0397. 8.03 megabytes download, 6 slots on console for the header. The header trailer didn't look, but it's not going to be very much at all. Nicely made header. There's no options on it at all. Price wise, if we go up to headers, 38 grand. For a 6.1 metre, like I say, no options on that. And then the header trailer you'll find under header trailers, not too expensive either, if I recall. 4,500. Options on this, we can have Trelleborg, Lizard, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. Under Trelleborgs, we've got standard, wide 2, back. We can change the rim colour to a light beige or a, which is weird, it's not really New Holland colour, I suppose. But anyway, there you go. Those are the options on those two: 6.1 metre header and header trailer by Camelos0397. We've got 3 different cow barn building garages today, and I've interspersed them with the mods, so we're not doing one straight after the other. But we're going to start off with this one here, the barn with Cowshed by Gracuś and Filip. It is 20.42 megabytes download, 38 slots on console, 55 grand to buy, and it will hold 20 cows. Now we have all the buildings around. We can go up the steps, and this door does open and close. It starts off closed. I opened it. We go in here. If we come to just, where was the trigger? Was it on the side of it? There we go. Open hatch. So if you have got small bales or whatever, any bales up here, if you've got the liftable bales pack, you can drop stuff down there if you want to for feed. The other one opens as well. There's no lighting in this one, I don't think. This side we've got a garage section, 3 doors, not drive-through. We have got a partitioned area there if you want to store grains and things like that as well. Slurry comes out of here. We do have a little kind of office thing. Please open. There we go. Oh no, that's a storage. Where's the other one? Almost one of the other ones has got an office. So dialogue boxes here. Now, one thing I will say, unless these are supposed to be calves, the scale is off quite a bit. They are tiny. So it might be they're supposed to be like that. It might be they're supposed to be calves. It doesn't represent the cows that you've purchased. I haven't put Holsteins in here. These are in here the whole time. Feed and straw trigger was literally just inside the door as I came in. But it's quite a low ceiling, so a tipping trailer might not be a good idea. Unless you've got a side tipper, maybe that might work a little bit easier. And then our milk point is out the back, just here. Nicely detailed, nicely weathered. That door does open as well, so if you want to put bales in the top here with a telehandler or something like that. And then we do have a section around the sides here with a small garage on the end. And then this kind of lean-to porch area for storage of Again, whatever you want, really. So for 20 cows, 55 grand under build mode and cows. I'll show you again. You might be new to the game. I kind of do that. I talk about where they are and go into build mode, cross to animals, and then cows, and then they're all in there. So that's the first one, barn with cowshed. Next, we've got this. This is the Lizard 9509 by R.Mihail. It's 16.22 megabytes download, 14 slots on console. It's a 48,000 litre trailer. Very nice. We do have a liftable axle on this, which we'll have a look at in just a second. You'll find it under Tools and Trailers. 34,350 for the base model. There's no option to change capacities. It's 48,000 litres. It takes pretty much everything, as far as I can tell. Obviously not liquids, but pretty much everything. We got the option of Michelin, Continental. Oh, just those two. I know sometimes when I'd say that and I sound surprised, I've put so many mods out, I can't remember which ones I've got which options by the time I get back round to starting the mod review. So sorry about that. So yeah, Continental or Michelin's are your options. We've then got an option for cover, yes or no. There's no cover colour, it's just white, so you can have it yes or no. Nice little giant software touch on the side there. And then main colour, any one of those for, like so. Let's hop in, start her up. Cover open and closed. Unload. Nice sound on that. That's a high tip, isn't it? That's a seriously high tip. Wow. Then our axle, up and down, L1 and X, or whatever it might be on whichever platform you are using. There we go. The Lizard 9509 by R.Mihail. Next, we've got this from my old mate SleutjesModding. This is a kind of a pack, really, I guess. This is the it does say pack. This is the Midwest Productions and Feed Pack by SleutjesModding. 7.12 megabytes to download. We've got the ethanol and diesel plant, which is this here. Then over behind it, we have got the modern animal food processing unit, I guess. We have a cell point, which is this here. This is an ethanol cell point. Don't worry, we're not pouring it into the drains or into the ground, but that's the cell point for it. Takes up very little space. And then within this, there's a couple of tankers that have been put in as well. Actually, we'll have a look at the tankers first, and then we'll look at the buildings. So if we go to miscellaneous, and we scroll across. So we've got the MKS32 and the MKS8. These will take the ethanol and the diesel that are being produced. So if you want to transport them, these are what you can use. We've got the option of main colour, stainless steel or chrome, and then rim colour, chrome, silver, white, like that. And that's the same on both of the vehicles. So 32,000 litre or 8,000 litre. I think I've just got the 8,000 litre out. So this building, what I like about this as well, this is very clearly marked. Look, soybean mill, corn gluten mill. Around the side here, this is the storage tank for our ethanol. And then around here we've got our storage tank for our diesel. That's where we put our products in. This will take corn and soybean, or soybean, depending on which one you want to run. If we come up to our production options just here, so the top one, ethanol and diesel. So the recipes then, the ethanol is made from corn. I think when I spoke to SleutjesModding, he said he thinks for all of these it's 1 million litre capacity. He was pretty sure it was 1 million. And he did say to me, it's been a while since he prepped the mod. He's had to go into testing 4 times and come back again. So he's pretty sure it's 1 million litres. So the recipe then with the corn, you're getting 50 ethanol, 150 of the corn gluten meal. Now that can be used, that can be sold. You can sell it if you want. Or it can be used in the modern animal food production, which we're going to have a look at in a moment. If we're going to make diesel, we're using soybean. That will do 50 diesel, 150 soybean meal, which again can be used in the production of the modern animal food, or you can just sell it. But it does say if you want to sell those, the corn gluten mill and the soybean mill, you need to have SleutjesModding's like sell anything containers, sell anything pack, which I've got installed already. So if you want to be able to sell those, fine. If you want to use them for food, you just need this pack. Cycles 4,800 a month, so it's pretty rapid. I set it off and running, and we've got some of everything in there already, so we'll be able to show a bit of selling, and I need to move some over. So that's the ethanol plant. I'm going to need to... Actually, I need to probably borrow that tractor, thinking about it. Oh, actually, you know what I haven't done? Let's go into here. You find them under productions, and we scroll across. So, the ethanol and diesel plant is 21 slots and 80 grand. The modern animal food plant is 12 slots and 40 grand. If we go to sell points, you'll see the drain cover, sort of drain cover there. That's, how much was that? Was it one slot? Yeah, 1 slot and 1,000 to buy. And this is the other pack, the Sell Everything mod. So there's a Sell Everything container, Sell Everything mod. So if you want to be able to sell the corn meal and the soybean meal, you need to have that installed as well. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. That's fine. And then I've already showed you the tankers as well. So if we just hook up to that and we swing on around, we want our ethanol, which is around this side. Start filling. We'll swing back around rather than going all the way around the building. Ethanol pays quite well. Obviously, the prices will fluctuate. Depends whether you're on easy, normal, or hard economy. I'm on normal. I think it's paying 3,000 and something. There we go. Sell out ethanol. We've only got 2,716 in there, but what are we going to earn? 9,193. That's actually paying more than I thought it was going to be paying. Let's go up to our sell points and have a look. Ethanol. Actually, that paid really well. Like I say, the corn gluten meal and the soybean meal as well, if you've got the sell point. So that's those. What I want to do now is, because I've produced some of the meal, I've got to just double check which one was it I wanted to use. I think it was that one, soybean meal I need. So what we'll do is go to the one that's soybean meal. I think that was the second one. This one just here. So 8,306. We'll bring that over to the animal. So that's the ethanol and diesel plant. That's where you tip in. Come around to the other side. Click on here. We're then on the second section down. So we can make pig food and we can make TMR for cows. So under pig food, we've got pig food medium. So this is about the speeds. It's the quantities that are going in. So 40 corn, 22.5 oats, 22.5 canola, 20 potato, 20 sugar beet gives us 125 pig food. We can do pig food medium with meal. So if you're using the soybean meal that comes from the plant we've just used, you don't need as many products. You don't need the potato, you don't need the sugar beet. We can just use oats and corn and make pig food. The recipe is a little bit quicker, but we're getting the same out of it. Pig food fast, if you see, it's now doubled the recipe. So we've got 80, 45, 45, 40, 40, and 250 coming out. But again, you need quite a few things. If you do it with the soybean meal, which I'm going to set on because I've got corn, oats, and I've just put the soybean meal in, so I can set that running and we can produce our pig food. It doesn't require a lot of inputs if you're using what's left over from the ethanol and diesel plant. I think it's a brilliant idea. So again, we can go all the way down, and you can do it with mineral feed as well. And then we come on to TMRs. So then you've got TMR mixes. You can do TMR mix with meal added in. You can do medium, fast. So it's just, again, it's just the recipes. And then you've got with mineral feeds as well. So there's a whole load of different recipes you can pick and choose from, depending on what you're growing, what you're producing, whether you want to use the byproduct from the ethanol and diesel plant, or you just want to run it as a normal thing. So with this pack, yeah, we can run that on its own if you want to, and just do animal feed regularly, or if you want to use that. I mean, I think this is a winner because you're getting the fuel, you know, to produce diesel as well. You're getting diesel coming out of it, which means you have to buy diesel with only an input of corn and soybean, and you're getting that coming out, which is going to help your pig food. Results! I like it. The Midwest Production Feed Pack by SleutjesModding. Let's grab our tractor again. And let's go to these trailers. Next, we've got the D35 pack. Now this is, I always say it, when every mod review I say at least once. This has got me puzzled, and I've been looking at them both. It says pack, and there are two different ones here. Let's line up a bit better, that'd be great. As you can see, they do hook together. This is 19.33 megawatts download, 6 slots and 7 slots. This is by Cowshed 18, Slyclif and TheFluorke. They look, as far as I can tell, they look identical. The options on them are the same. They have trailer hitches. One is a 2.5 tonne, one is a 2.6 tonne, but the capacities and options are identical. I don't know if it was supposed to be, whether one's supposed to have a larger capacity. I'm a bit puzzled. But anyway, you'll see. We go to trailers. So, as I said, we've got the D35S, which I'm assuming is small. I don't know, maybe it is. 3,400 litres or 5,000 litres, 2.5 tonne. And then we've got the D35M, which I assumed was medium, but again, it might not be. That's a 2.6 tonne. Same capacities, and let's say the options are the same on both of them. I've been flicking between the two. The only thing I can tell different is, as far as I can see, the swivel axle section on this is quite thin. So the trailer sits quite close to the swivel axle. On that one, it's thicker. We've got a more sturdy framework underneath. Other than that, I think the options are the same. So we've got configuration standard, we've got extension, so 3,400 litres, 5,000 litres. Bale trailer to the side, back to standard again. Wheel brand, we've got lizard, trailer borg, back again. Under lizard, we've got standard, narrow, narrow 2, narrow 3, back in, just changes the tread patterns and the size of tyres a little bit. Main colour does the chassis. Design colour does the sides. Rim colour does the rims. And the license plate option as well. I say that is the same on both of them. We hop in. As you can see with the bale trailer, we've got the straps on there. If we unload on that, it will tip up that way. If you want to tip your valves off, unless you want to take them off yourself. If we go to the front one, cover open and closed. I think it's on tip side left at the moment. It will do tip side left, tip side right, and tip side grain door. It doesn't tip when you've got it in that, it just obviously everything just pulls out. Nicely detailed, chain on the inside there to hold the sides in together when you've got it fully laden. That's by Cowshed 18, Slyclif and TheFluorke. Next, we have another cow barn. This is the large cowshed by Młody SZY. 9.24 megabytes download, 11 slots on console. You'll find it under build mode and animals, cows, where we just saw the previous one. 255 grand, it's quite a big building. Again, very nicely detailed, lots going on with it. This will hold 120 cows, I guess hence the price. This end is our milk. So for taking our milk out, this is the one that's got a nice little kind of office. We've got our milk area here, but then we've got a little sofa, water cooler, and just separated off from the cows a little bit. Our dialogue box is here for our cows. Taken in, putting in, taken out. Feed trigger and straw bedding trigger was along here. I did put straw bedding in, but it hasn't shown up. It is in here, trust me. If we go up to the menu here, we're on the large one, which is that one at the top. Large cowshed. Yeah, straw's in there, and our total mix ration. It's just not showing. The total mix ration is. And if we come all the way through, has this one got a light switch? Where was the light switch? Was it over here? There we go. We can switch lights on and off. And I've left that door open the other end. People will be freaking out. And then our Surrey point is at the end here. Now, same with, well, I didn't say it, but with all of these, don't forget, if you want your manure, if you've put straw bedding in, you want manure, you need to place a separate manure heap. And then it will all produce really nicely. Not much else to say about that. Oh, yes, windows. Yes, there is. I think it's every other window. Come along here, we'll get there, go open window. But it's not on all of them. Come on, that one, misses another one, and then does that one. There we go. So I think we got, yeah, window, two that don't, window, two that don't, window. So you can open the windows in here as well. There we go. Didn't miss it. Fantastic. That's the large cowshed by Młody SZY. Next we've got this. This is the pickup for Foragers. This is by RossN mods, 1.22 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. It's designed to go on the back of forage harvesters. I know on FS22 a lot of the trailers do hook up to the forage harvesters now. There might be some that don't, but this is designed so that you've got ball hitch, pin hitch, so pretty much anything will. It does say very clearly though, if you're running headers, which you should be, if you're using a forage harvester, you're probably going to have a header on the front of here, you need to attach this first. I know we had this on FS19 as well. If you've got the header on first, then you attach this. Either the header falls off or it goes a bit wonky, it goes a bit, you know. So, you know, and it also says only use one of these per vehicle. So, you'll find this, was it under miscellaneous? I think it was. Got quite a few options on this as well. It's only 4,500. What's that slot count was? 2, so it's low anyway. So we can have the class model, Fendt, New Holland, Kroda, John Deere, back to class again. There's a license plate option on there as well, if you wish. So they should mix and match pretty well with whichever harvesters you're using. Look it up. Nice and neatly comes off the blocks. Bolts on, you can see all the bolts on there. Bolted onto the framework. Solid as a rock. Pick up Hitch for Foragers by RossN mods. Let's turn that off. Next we've got this. This is the timber pack. I mean, this is representative of the timber pack. This is by Silver. It is 2.95 megabytes download. There are 4 slots each, and there are 4 in this pack. I've got this one out because this, for me, piqued my interest. If we go into our tools and forestry equipment, and we go right to the end. So we have got the timber trailer, which is like the timber runner, 39 grand. We've got the timber trailer 3-axle, the timber trailer 4-axle, and the extendable timber trailer. That's why this one fascinated me a little bit. It's extendable. One thing I will say that I was quite surprised. The options are the same on all of them with regard to colour and stuff. So we've got main colour option. If we go on that and change it, say, to blue, that does the framework. As you can see, design colour at the moment is green. Let's put on yellow. And then rim colour option on there. I think this one had options. Oh, no, that's the other timber trailer. But what surprised me, considering these come as a pack and these are all trailers that go on the back of whatever, whether it's you're towing with the tractor or whatever you're towing with, the pickup, or none of them have a trailer hitch. So you can't actually link these together at all, which I don't know why it surprised me. But yeah, none of them have got a trailer hitch. So I thought that'd be cool. Get a couple of the extendable ones, hook them together. When you get to where you're going, extend them out, and you've got quite a bit of usability. I mean, you can use them on the back of other trailers, of course you can. So we hook up to this one. What we do have under L1, right stick side to side, we can move the bunks. So we've got side to side and up and down, so we can move the bunks. And if we go to there, we do have straps on it. Straps on and off, they can be done manually or from in cab. And then if we go side to side, we can extend the trailer out. I mean, that's quite cool. It doesn't take up very much space, much easier for transporting to sites. And then you can then extend or move your bunks to whatever you want them to for while you're loading up. But I thought it was quite cool, that, with the extension on that. There we go. Nice. The timber pack by Silver. Next we've got these. This is the concrete plate. This is by unimogstefe. 1.04 megabytes download. These are 3 slots each for the first one, then the slot count will drop. We've got a clean concrete plate and we've got a dirty concrete plate. And as you can see, with the mod option with the collision thing, you can turn it off. You can get them really close together. So you can either put them down as a base plate if you want to, or if you've got boggy ground or ground you want to put a kind of concrete trackway, you can leave slightly larger gaps or narrow gaps, whatever you want to do. So it's up to you. These you'll find under build mode, under decoration, under other, and they're both there. 70 each, and like I said, slot count's on 1 now because I put 1 of each down. If we go for another one that's slightly dirtied, as you can see, overlaps with another object, so it won't let you place close. If you press triangle, we can turn that off. We can overlap them completely, or we can just get them as close as we want. They don't have to be, it's entirely up to you, and away you go. So for little roadways, or if you want to put one down and put a shed on it, the easiest concrete base you'll ever lay. That's a concrete plate by unimogstefe. Next we've got this, again, like this. We've got some nice mods today, I have to say. This is the Lizard CHB 11121314 by Langreomodding, 5.59 megabytes download, 5 slots on console. This will go from a 4.46 meter to a 6 meter in the options, or if you take it to your workshop trigger, you can adjust it in the workshop trigger. I like the fact it's flat frame on the back with an angle on there, so you haven't got to muck around with angles and weird turning and that kind of thing. Keeps everything just where you want it. You'll find this under ploughs. 12,700 for the base model. 220 horsepower required for the CHB 11, which is 4.4 meters. The 12 is 4.8 meters, 250 horsepower required. The 13 is 5.2 meters, 290 horsepower, and the 14 is 6 meters, 340 horsepower required. We can change the main color. No, that wasn't the main color. I knew I'd gone past one. There we go. The main color is the frame. Design color does the hydraulic ram. As you saw, that's turned to yellow. And then design color does the mold boards. Oh, why did I do blue again? Green was what I meant to do. There you go. Mold boards, shanks. No, they are mold boards, aren't they? Yeah. So let's unfold. I probably should have put a weight on the front. This is quite heavy. I've gone for the 14. It will allow you to create fields as well, so you can create your own fields or extend ones you've got. It's alright, isn't it? Nice animation and detail on the ploughing bit. Turning the earth over. Lovely. Fold that back up. Yeah, you can see it leaning with the weight on there. I like that. That's nice. Probably could do with the weight. Maybe an offset weight as well. I always wondered why, when we had the offset weights, the ones you can adjust on the side, why would you need one? But I suppose if you've got a lot of weight off that side, you want to offset it that way. I guess that would be why, wouldn't it? So that's the Lizard CHB by Langreomodding. Next we have got... How fortuitous, we're right next to it. This is the... It's like I planned it. This is the Lizard Bi-Train Forestry Caastor by SleutjesModding. 6.33 megabytes download. 5 slots each. I say 5 slots each because it's a bi-train. We've got the front section, which has got a fifth wheel attached there, and then we've got the rear section. You can run them independently because obviously that will attach onto a fifth wheel, so you can put it on the back of there. All run them both together, or it's not a bad length either, I have to say. The only downside for me, I think, is the fact you've got an end on here. However, you could run, if you wanted to, a few of these. I'm just thinking of my login. If you put 2 of these together and then the back on it, then you've got a long old unit, haven't you? And you could just run 2 or 3 of these, and then the back would be left wide open, so you could then extend your logs or have them overhanging, which I know would be a bit dodgy. It does say in the instructions for this, be careful when heavily laden. Same with any logs, any lorries, logging trailers. I know people message me and say, oh, they're very tippy. If you're going too fast and you turn too quickly, they're going to tip. Some are a little bit more tippy than others, and some are a little bit bouncy here and there. So, also found under forestry equipment Here they are. The Caastor front section, 17,550. The Caastor rear section, 16,550. So like I say, if you put a few of these together, I have a plan forming. So we have, as far as reflectors go, it says decals. We've got Brazilian, EUA, EU, just changes the reflectors. Mudguard, original or long, so either just right behind the wheels or right across the entire back. Protection, original. We've got the under vehicle protection to stop things crashing in and going under the trailer. We have got main colour, does the chassis. Design colour, does the mudguards. Next design colour. No, done it again. There we go. Does that. And then the last design colour does the very tips. So if I'm going to go back to, is it green? No. Blue, for example. So you can, yeah, have a fiddle around. Then you've got a rim colour option there. We have got a chrome, we have got a silver, and then whatever else is on that palette. Then license plate option 2. The options are exactly the same on this one. All exactly the same. It does have straps, which can be done manually or being cab. Let's disconnect that. So I say, yeah, if you're starting out, you can get one unit and just run that. I'm now curious to see, with a big old hefty unit like this that's got like 1,500, and there's that one, is it the Mantrid one? It's 1,800, I'm trying to think. There's a few with some pretty big horsepower. If you could run 3 or 4 of these behind each other, that would be something, wouldn't it? Anyway, sorry, I'm daydreaming, I'm thinking of all sorts of cool options. That's the Lizard by Train Forestry by SleutjesModding. We come on to another cow barn next. This is the cow barn with garage. This is by Barney. It will hold 35 cows. It's 24.36 megabytes download, 12 slots on console, 70 grand to buy. I didn't mention the other two. Those prices I'm giving you are obviously if the ground is flat. If there's any landscaping required, the price may vary. This is another nicely detailed one. Lots of weathering on this. You get that impression it's been around for quite a while. Your slurry comes out of this pipe here, so this is where your slurry collection point is. We have got all these doors that open. I have got lights on. There are light switches all over the place. There we go, lights off. We've got lights on and off. This is a drive-through section here. That opens up into the area where we feed the cows. We can go upstairs if we want to, up to the hayloft, which does overlook the feed area. So if you want to throw bedding down, you can, straw bales and whatnot. Your trigger for your feed and your bedding is done here. Another light switch there. This is your milk point. We open the door into the milk parlour. So for collecting your milk is done just there. This opens up into workshop. This is the kind of garage bit. I don't think we've got... There's not a... Just saying thought, have we got an option for repairing vehicles? I don't think we have. I thought I'd better check that back because I've been caught out before. That one opens. I think that one opens. I'm just trying... I don't know if I can get across to it. Maybe it opens from inside. And then we've got our cow pen at the back and our dialogue box for our animals is just here. Same thing again with this one. If you want manure, you need to put a manure heap close by. But this has got a really nice rustic feel to this one as well. I like that. Very nice indeed. That's the Cow Barn with Garage by Barney. Next, we've got the Fendt Vario 300 by Dithmarscher Modding. This is, getting so far down my list now, 25.5 megabytes download, 20 slots on console. Nicely detailed, few options on this with regard to tyres and things. Detailing inside is nice, come with all these various different screens. Obviously that don't work, I say obviously. Go on! So, under vehicles, this you'll find under medium, is it medium tractors or small? Small tractors. There we go. 111,000 for the base model. we've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Knock-in and back. The Knock-ins just have a communal, no other options. So on the Trelleborg we have got Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Knock-in, we've already done, back to Trelleborg. There's a front loader attacher, no, quick, power, off. Engine setup, 113 horsepower, 123 horsepower, 133 horsepower, 142 horsepower. Main colour, anything on that palette if you want to switch it up. Rim colour, anything on that palette. Oh, that looks horrible. And license plate option on there as well. So let's hop in, start her up. I think I went for the. Did I go for BKTs? I think I went for. Yeah, I did BKTs. Some nice chunky BKTs on there. Beacons on the back. Horn. We do have window opens at the rear. Door opens on the left. It's a nice little tractor, this. Two lights, a nice bit of lean on the turn in as well. Very cool. Interior, nicely detailed. Does the job. There we go. The Fendt Vario 300 by Dithmarscher Modding. Next, and we're going to use this for it, we have got the Lizard FS22 by Hydraulik. 5.74 megabytes download, 3 slots on console, 28 meter spread width. It's a fertilizer and lime, or lime spreader, not and, it doesn't do both at the same time. I just said, yeah, 3 slots, didn't I? It's got a couple of capacities. I think or is it 3? I think it's 3 capacities, up to 950 litres. As you can see, we've got lime in here at the moment. What I'll do, we'll do a bit of spreading of lime and then we'll have a look at it in the mod tab. So this should spread to 28 metres. Unfold it? Oh yeah. What's this unfolding to? It's going to open a door somewhere, isn't it? Moves that lever, which is going to open a door. God, that's quite good, isn't it? There's no option to change that spread width. As you can see on the left hand side, I don't have any option to change it. And there's also unload as well, so when you get to the end of what you're doing, that got through. That was catastrophic. When you think of the fact that's got a big spread width, and it's not showing me an option to adjust that, you're going to be refilling every few seconds at that rate. You'll find it under tools, under fertilizer spreaders, on the end there, 3,200. We've got a 600 litre capacity, 750 or 950, those were the options. Main colour, any one of those 3. Design colour, any one of those. And those are your options. That's the Lizard FS60/2 by Hydraulik. Next, by Hydraulik, we have got the Lizard G54 bale trailer. Stop there and hop out, which is this. I really like the detail on this. That wood effect is amazing. I really do like that. It's not an auto load, it's just a standard bale trailer. 7.41 megabytes download, 4 slots on console, as I've already said, also by Hydraulik. Nicely detailed, few colour options. That has blown me away. That I really do like that. Level of detail on that is amazing. So, this you'll find under bale loaders, out on the end. It's only 2,200. We can have it standard. Standard 2, this is the tyre. Standard 3, back again. Main colour, does the framework on the end. No, missed it again. Main colour, why do I keep skipping past them? Main colour does the framework and the chassis. Design colour does the creels at the end. Rim colour does the rim colour. Like so. License plate option on there as well. There's no rear trailer, so you can't daisy chain these or anything. Straps can be done manually or from in cab. Like I say, it's not an auto load, it's just a very nice looking trailer. Awesome. Next, we've got the Lizard Harrow 5. It's by Puszkap, 3.97 megabytes download. This is 4 slots, 5 meters wide. We've got a couple of options on this. You will find it under, although it's a Harrow, it says Harrows, it's under cultivators. Just to confuse things. 1,500, 31 horsepower required to pull it. We can have it with additional tyres just to weight it down a little bit. Main colour does the framework. Design colour does the tines. The harrows, the rakes, yeah. Those are your options. Let's hop in, start it up, open her up. Nice bit of swing on those as well. I like that. That chain effect is working. Let's drop it down with the tyres on. It's a shallow cultivator, as you can see. It's leaving some of the residue behind. This shouldn't pull up rocks. We're running at 9 miles per hour, 5 meters wide. That's the Lizard Harrow 5 by Puszkap. Which brings me on to, if I've done this right, the last of the mods for today, and indeed this week, again, not as, allowing for the fact that potentially we could get some mods the weekend, which sometimes happens. We've got these. This is the Challenger MT700 series by SiiD. This is 34.04 megabytes download. For the, I say standard, the standard one is 19 slots. For the black edition is 14 slots. Dog powered, it's a dogger pillar. As you can see, I always like that one, it's brilliant. These have got some nice options. The black edition is only in the E. So the black edition's got the high horsepowers, and then the standard version runs right the way through the B's, the C's, all the way up to the E. So we've got a whole array, and in all of those changes, it changes the design across. It's very, very detailed and incredibly well done. These do look amazing. I love that matte black on the black edition looks fantastic. So under tractors, large tractors, out on the end. Price is the same for both of them for the base models, which is pretty good when you think, if you get onto, let's have a look, that one starts at 300 horsepower. If you have the black edition, that starts on 384. So you're almost better off going for the black edition standard, because, oh no, hang on. No. Whoa. No, that's not true at all. So when it says 147,000, that's a complete fabrication. So if you look bottom left, options, 112,200. I haven't done any options yet. So it's already charged me for the extra. 259,260. That's what it should say. Let's go down. Yeah, there's no... You've only got the E option, so it's already charging you. That's a bit naughty, that, isn't it? That catches you in. You think, oh, I'll have that, and no. Anyway, so options, and the options, all these options, apart from when we get to the power options, are the same on both vehicles. So I'll show you on this one. Exhaust 1, exhaust 2, I think I went for that. Exhaust 3, look at that chunky boy. Exhaust 3, exhaust 4, 5, 6, 7, back to 1 again. We've got design EU or US. So the EU, then the US has got more changes around the back, I think, with the light stalks and the change on the 3-point link on the back. Mud flaps, yes or no. CB radio, you can put a CB radio inside if you want, puts inside the cab. GPS, yes or no. Puts an extra screen in the cab, or a different screen. No, it puts a screen in the cab. Beacon lights, again, no, yes, put them on. Triangle, yes or no. If you can go for the US version, I think the US ones have the triangle, don't they? But you can have it on there as well on the EU, of course you can. Front weight capacity, we've got 0 kilogram, 900, 2,800, or off again. Engine setup, so this is where things get a little bit more, so you need to kind of, let's zoom in as close as we can. Why are we not zooming in? Let's zoom in a little bit, so we can just get a look at that. So, engine setup. So we're on the MT755, 300 horsepower, MT765, 335, MT755B, 305 horsepower, and you'll notice that changing the design changes. MT765B, 335 horsepower, MT755C 315, MT765C 350, MT755E. So we've gone from the dog power. It may still be dog powered, but the actual engine cowling, everything's changed. We've got a slightly larger engine in there, I think. 384 horsepower, the MT765E 411 horsepower, and the MT775E 438 horsepower. If you go for that one, that's adding 157 grand onto the base model, but I still think that's pretty cool. We've got a choice of engine covers, on or off, just puts engine covers down the inside there. Wheel setup, we've got, we're better off from the back or the front? I think the front. Let's do it from there. So we've got standard, 3 metre row crop, 4 metre row crop, 3 metre row crop 2 changes the tread pattern, 4 metre row crop 2, row crop 30s, row crop 22, back to standard. Main colour, this is for the window tints. Standard, green tint, blue tint, grey tint. All back to standard. License plate option on there as well. So quite a few options to choose from on that, mainly with kind of engine horsepowers and things. And then on this one, obviously it's the black edition, so it looks quite naughty anyway. All of the options are exactly the same, but like I said, as we kind of looked, our engine is only the MT755E, sorry, yeah, 765E and 775E. So the higher horsepower bands on that. And engine cover on this one is just black, so it keeps it all nice and stealthy. Lovely. I'm so torn. Let's jump in this one. So we do have a door that opens. I love the closing, listen. Perfect. Light opens on the interior as well. Beacons. Lighting's pretty good. I don't know what I went for why. I think I went for the 3 metre row, the row crop 30s on that, and this one the 4 metre. This one's EU spec, although I did put a triangle on the back. Then we've got a CB in this one. I did go for a CB, yeah. The old Dogger Pillar engine going really well there. Then the black edition. Same option, the door opens and closes. This is the US spec with the different back on it, and the light stalks are a little bit different. But yeah, very nice mod. Nice way to end the week as well. I'm very, very taken by the ethanol plant. I'm not going to lie. So that's it for the mods for today. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. There is a new map out today. I don't know when I'm going to get onto it. It's going to take a long time to prep it because, of course, it's La Coronella by E.R. Shabba. This is the remake 22. I'm not even going to go into reading the details on it. It's going to be a minefield of a map tour if I can get onto it, but that has come out today as well. If you have found it useful and informative in some way, shape or form, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.